how's everything looking ahead of the weekend, and how have the team responded to that result against Western United?
Yeah, everything's really good, considering. We've got a full bill of health, or one or two young boys just getting back from a few injuries, but apart from that, all Socceroo boys, I'm led to believe, are available. Andy Naboo and Curtis have done some light training, so that's the 6 Socceroos that we were missing last weekend. Hopefully in contention to be a part of it, but albeit it's positive. And going off last week's result, we lost. That's the first thing. We're disappointed to lose the game, of course, but we were very proud and very, very happy with what we were able to do in the game. I thought we were brilliant. I thought both goalkeepers in the game were probably the best performers, so that tells you the kind of game it was. But as much as Tommy was good, Jamie Young was just as good. So that was the feeling of the game. But very proud with the way we went about things, and the players we're missing. We were very proud and very happy.
How important is? We're looking at a very busy period for every club this month. How important do you think that the next few weeks are going to be in the terms of the season? Yeah,
super important, no doubt about it. This February, a lot of games being played, and it's good, but it's also going to be testing, and it's about the club that's the smartest and handles things the best. And as players, we're aware of what's ahead of us, so it's also the onus is on every player individually to prepare and recover as good as possible. But it's exciting, and it's about trying to navigate our way through it and pick up the most points we can and really kick on.
And just finally from me, there's been a bit of speculation over in the UK that apparently the gap is in the sides of Sunderland and stuff like that. Have you guys been discussing that as a playing group or anything like that?
No, not really. There's been a few headlines about it, and it's a credit to, firstly, PK, that he's done a fantastic job up to now, but also a credit to our football club that not just players are getting recognition, but also coaching staff. But it's speculation at the moment, and if anything was to come of it, I'd like to believe we'd be the first to know, and you'd be the second to know.
Yeah, too easy. Thanks, Gemma.
Thanks, mate. Champion.
Gemmo, can I just quickly ask, as you say, it's all speculation at the moment, but does it ever reach a point where speculation becomes destabilising to the playing group and the dressing room if the jungle drums keep beating with no real news coming forth?
It's very similar to if, we've got a fair few players off contract, Joey, so having been in the game a long time, it's speculation and you kind of get used to it, albeit it's a bit bigger than a player because it's the coach, but no, not really. We're not naive to know that he's going to get interest because he's done well, but speculation is speculation, and we can't do anything about it. If I was him, I'd take it because it's a massive job, and I'm sure it's a great opportunity. But we turn up, we work, and speculation is speculation. I'm sure there'll be lots of speculation about the players that are off contract coming off contract in the next few months. But it is what it is. Yeah, that's really honest. It's not a cliche answer. I'm giving you a real one there.
And on your forms this year, Jamo, it seems like you're drawing a lot of games where at your best you'd be winning, and like against Western United, you're losing these games 1-0 where normally at your best you come back for a draw or a win. What do you think that's down to?
Yeah, look, we've only lost 2 games this year, and both against the same team, if I'm corrected. Yeah? Western United, both the 2 games? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've lost 2, drawn a few and then won a few, and yeah, look, it's been disappointing. We haven't been able to close out games like we would have liked. The Adelaide games, were both in control, and we gave them opportunities and they took them. The victory one, it was a little margin where the goalkeepers just hoofed it long. They haven't played through us or anything. So little moments like that, we've probably fallen short, and for what reason, I'm not too sure, but like every other team, we're no different. The continuity and the flow on hasn't really been there because of the whole breaks of games or COVID. So for whatever reason, that hasn't really helped us. But we're still positive in the sense of, look, we lost on the weekend, but we also we had 6 Socceroo players out. We had 2 fullbacks playing wingers, and we dominated for large parts of the game there. And like I touched on, Jamie Young and Tommy Glover were equally just as good as each other. So it wasn't like I've read, a domination from Western United. I was a bit perplexed to read a few reports. You know, we had them on the ropes for a bit, and we couldn't capitalise, and then they had us on the ropes and they capitalised. So yeah, we looked forward now, and we look to the next few games coming up. But first and foremost, it's the game coming up against Perth Glory on Sunday.
I mean, Jamo, you obviously mentioned playing Perth this weekend. Last time you played them, you had to obviously scrape a win late. They were quite a frustrating team to play against. What sort of lessons have you taken out of that one?
We haven't really taken lessons out of that in that game solely. We've taken lessons out of a fair few games. Another one being Western United, more so the first game where we have teams sitting 11 players behind the ball and trying to counter, and that was similar to Perth. So it's a build-up of a few teams playing a certain way against us, and being able to be patient but be able to move the ball really quickly and capitalise on these chances. Something we probably haven't done enough of is score early. So these teams who are coming with the game plan of maybe to catch us on the counter aren't able to do that, and that's something that we have to be better at and really capitalise on and do that early, so we can score goals and change the tactics of these teams that want to be able to frustrate us and put men behind the ball.